perspective on having Keikoa back there, a really dynamic playmaker who's a threat to take off and run as well. How much does that maybe change things from Gunner, who was, talented as well, but maybe more of a kind of a pocket passer?
There's goods and bads to it because sometimes he's taking off and it kind of makes your job a little harder. But at the same time, that if you mess up too, he can bail you out of a lot of things. Being able to have that run is huge because we do a lot of quarterback run stuff. So being able to run like that is huge.
Who are maybe a couple guys who are getting some more starting reps that weren't last year, who are maybe catching your eye, the coaching staff side, the offensive line?
We have a couple transfers that came in. They've been flipping around with the ones. Jack and Mason, they've been playing with the ones a lot, and I think they've been playing really well. Kind of been rotating a lot because we returned 4 guys, so there's only really one spot. So we've had 3 different guys playing guards. But I think overall as a crew, there's been a lot of guys who have stepped up their game from last year. Guys have lost weight, gotten better feet. It's a better performance as a whole.
What are some of the things you guys have been doing off the field this offseason to kind of create that chemistry that you guys need to have?
We did a lot of because we got a new coach when he got here. We did a lot of meetings, kind of just to get to know each other as a crew. We got a lot of transfers. After weights, we made sure the offensive line crew would stay. We did extra stuff. A lot of us connect off the field too. We play video games a lot together. Just stuff like that. We do events as a group.
What was something that you guys wanted to, I guess, really improve on and harp on this spring ball?
Physicality for sure. Last year, I felt like we were a little soft. Too much penetration on things, and it really showed. We didn't run the ball well at all. So that was a big emphasis going in. It was even if you mess up the play, just go mess someone up. Put them on the ground. You can fix a lot of things with that.
How do you think you guys are handling kind of the physicality? I know Coach talked about it last week, and finding that balance of wanting to push, but also knowing that there's a long off season ahead.
Yeah.
How you guys have been handling that, body wise, physically, all that?
I think it's been good. I personally, I understand you got a long time to recover till the fall after, so kind of just go out there and leave it all on the line. They're your teammates. You don't want to hurt them, but at the same time, you got to prove something. And stepping up our physicality was huge. The transfers have come in and they've kind of accepted that that's what we need to do, and done a really good job pushing it.
Given Keikoa's style, do you find yourself in better shape maybe than you ever have been, knowing that you got to be running out?
Yeah, I've definitely done a little more running, chasing guys down the field at this camp for sure. Chasing guys down is not my favorite thing to do as a bigger guy, but I've had to do a lot of it.
When it comes to the scrimmages and stuff like that, what do you guys look for? Especially when it comes to a spring game coming up and all of that.
For us, a lot of it, because we take pride in running the ball as offensive line. So we look for the movement. The physicality is huge. We started grading violence on every play. It's something that, especially after last year, that we needed to step up. So going out and being able to show what we can do as a unit is really important.
You mentioned a couple times the physicality aspect from last year. How, as an offensive lineman specifically, how do you go out there and practice that and show it come when the games actually start?
It's a mentality thing. You can go out there, you're oh yeah, I'm in the right spot, and then you can just stop. But if you go out there and you gotta just want to put somebody in the ground every play, you gotta instill that mindset in yourself. It's a choice, really. You can't. You just gotta get guys to fall into that.
Coach's background as the O-line coach, do you think that has a lot to do with it as far as wanting to dictate that for you guys?
For sure. He pushes us to be more physical. He's always around watching us, pops into meetings every once in a while, watches our film, critiques us, and he holds us to a higher standard.
How much does, for you guys in the trenches, the offensive and defensive line, how much does the scrimmage change? Because it feels like, even though we might not see guys fully tackling, it seems like you guys are hitting each other every play. So is there another step up in a scrimmage?
Not really. We just, from whether it's helmets or full pads, we're hitting. There's only so much you can do, take stuff off in the trenches. It's a little different feel for sure. Guys are out there trying to prove themselves, so you might get a little more out of some guys, but overall it's not that different.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.